What's up, design family, and welcome back to another episode of Fittdesign TV. So glad to have you back on the channel. On today's episode, we'll be looking at one of sportswear's textile heavyweights, nylon. In this quick episode, we'll evaluate what nylon actually is, take a brief look at its history, observe its potential use case scenarios, and ultimately we'll look at its key characteristics. By the end of this episode, you'll be able to walk away with a much better understanding of this insanely popular fabric and effectively evaluate whether or not it's going to make a good choice, either as part of your wardrobe or as a key fabric in an upcoming fashion collection. What's up, design family, and welcome to Fittdesign TV. So glad to have you here. On this channel, we discuss all things sports fashion, graphic design, manufacturing, and technology. We'll discuss key topics, answer pressing questions, and provide actionable steps on starting your own product line. If you're interested in any of the above topics, stick around. You're in for a good one. Getting right into it, nylon is a synthetic man-made fabric that's extremely stretchy and is quite commonly used either as part of a hosiery collection, swimwear, or sportswear. So now let's actually take a brief look at what nylon is. Nylon, or otherwise referred to as polyamide or PA, is derived from petroleum essentially. There are two extremely popular types of nylon that we see on the markets, or the most common types of nylons are nylon 6 and nylon 66, and that has to do with their chemical structure. Originally, it was created as a thermoplastic substitute for silk. Again, we typically refer to nylon as synthetic silk, and it's one of the strongest and stretchiest fibers out there. Typically, we see nylon being blended with other types of fibers to help improve its properties and functional characteristics. Let's take a brief look at the history of nylon. Nylon was produced by a guy called Wallace Carothers and was discovered actually at DuPont's research facility in 1935. Nylon is also considered to be the first commercially successful synthetic thermoplastic polymer. Nylon was also initially used to create the bristles of toothbrushes, but in 1938, it was redeveloped and used widely in the creation of women's stockings because of its stretchiness. And later on, during 1940, it was also repurposed and used to create parachutes for the World War II campaign. Undoubtedly, nylon is a great material. It's one with a lot of durability, a lot of performance benefits, but it does have some potential impacts. Unfortunately, it is made from non-renewable resources, and typically we tend to see nylon being created in a way that features an environmentally unfriendly, durable, water-repellent finishing, which is usually not the best for the environment from a waste standpoint and from a production standpoint. On the other hand, when it comes to sustainable options or sustainable alternatives to nylon, a closed loop and chemically recycled nylon is going to be a much better choice from a sustainable point of view. Now, let's hop into the final portion of the episode. What are the characteristics of nylon, and ultimately, what is this fiber, and why would you even want to consider it as part of your wardrobe or as part of a upcoming fashion collection as a key staple fabric? Well, we'll start off with number one, and most importantly, it's extremely smooth and soft. Telling nylon apart from other synthetic fibers is very simple just by nature of the hand feel of nylon. You're always going to get something that looks or feels a bit more luxurious when comparing it to something like polyester. Two, it's extremely durable even when it's completely wet, which again makes it a great option for sportswear over a long period of time. It's going to retain its durability, and you're going to get a lot of wears out of nylon clothing. Three, it is heat sensitive and is prone to melting, especially when you're comparing to something like polyester, which is also a synthetic fiber. What does this mean? This means that you'll want to avoid using nylon in production methods that require high heat. For example, let's just say you want to create a laser cut legging that has a laser cut pattern on it. Nylon, unfortunately, may not be the best option. 4, nylon has high elasticity, which makes it a prime contender for a great sportswear fabric. It stretches readily and it retains its shape over time. 5, it's extremely moisture wicking and quite fast drying. 6, it's soil resistant, so it's not going to take on stains readily and it's going to keep you looking cleaner for longer. 7, it is mildew and fungi resistant, again, which makes it a great option, especially when it comes to damp sportswear clothing that you're going to have in your gym bag. Nylon is going to be a better option here than something like polyester. 8, it takes size extremely well, but darker colors are going to fade over time, so definitely do bear that in mind. 9, it's wrinkle resistant, so you don't really need to iron it. You actually shouldn't iron it at all because you will melt it. And lastly, 10, nylon does unfortunately gather static electricity extremely readily, so this is definitely something to bear in mind. Well guys, that is it. That is a wrap on this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've learned a thing or two about nylon, and now you can actually make a choice on how you feel about it and what you want to do with this fabric. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode and want to see others like it, we've done a whole list of different fabric episodes. Definitely feel free to check our channel and make sure to go through all those episodes. Also, if you want to hop on a one-on-one consultation call and you want to discuss anything from your own personal style all the way towards consulting towards setting up a fashion business, creating unique designs, setting up a manufacturing hub, definitely check the link in the description. We can hop on a one-on-one call and I'll give you my tailored approach to your business. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Fittdesign TV. Until next one, stay awesome.